Have you ever been with a man, okay, as a wife or as a girlfriend, as a fiancé, whatever, and when he comes into you in less than 30 seconds, everything is wow. He releases, he ejaculates. And you're like, what is going on? And the next thing you hear is, it's because I've eaten too much sugar this month. That's why I feel like I have too much sugar in my system. That's why I couldn't last long. Have you ever heard of that? I know a lot of us have been in that situation before, either as a wife, girlfriend, fiancé, whatsoever. Is he telling the truth or not? That's what we're about finding out in this episode. Now, if this is your first time of coming across my page, I am Nurse ID and I deal on fertility issues. You can actually ask me anything regarding fertility and rest assured, I will answer. Follow us on all platforms before you even think of asking those questions. Follow us on TikTok, it's Ask Nurse ID. On Facebook, it's Ask Nurse ID. On YouTube, it's Ask Nurse ID. And whenever you come across my page, click on that share button. Make sure you're commenting. Make sure you're sharing to someone who needs to hear something. Okay? Now, quickly, let's discuss. Is a man telling the truth when he blames his lack of stamina or reduced sexual performance to, oh, I ate too much sugar this month? I would say sugar in itself does not have a direct impact on the sexual performance of a man or making a man, less active in bed. It doesn't directly make a man not to last long in bed. But what sugar does, too much of consumption of sugar causes other health challenges that indirectly impacts on a man's sexual performance. For example, a man who is diabetic, that's a man who has diabetes as a health condition. We all know that these days it's no longer a thing of the aged, okay? People even in their late 30s and early 40s develop diabetes, okay? Type 2 diabetes. Now, a man who is diabetic and he is on diabetic medications, for example, metformin, that one is the most common diabetic drug people take. That man will not be as active in bed as a young man who does not have diabetes. Reason being that, one, when you've got too much sugar in your system, you're taking medications to bring it down. So sometimes you'll be struggling with fluctuation of sugar levels in your blood. Say, today there might be hyperglycemia, that's high blood sugar, and tomorrow there is low blood sugar. That fluctuation affects the system in a certain way. It can cause what is called systemic fatigue. Over time, this man might not even be physically able to maintain, that activity in bed and, perform magic in bed. We have 7 days in a week and you see a man taking Coke today, Pepsi tomorrow, Mirinda next tomorrow, and, out of 7 days in a week, he's drinking beer 6 times a week. We all know that beer contains sugar. Beer contains sugar. It's not just Coke and all the fizzy drinks. Okay, there is no lifestyle modification. This man is not the type that goes for gym. He is not the type that works out. No, all he does is go to work, come back, branch a beer parlor, take some bottles of beer. The next day he's hungry, he's eating gala and Coke. Tomorrow he's hungry at work, he's drinking Pepsi and biscuits. Such a man over time will be tending towards obesity. Okay, now when he gets to that point where he's obese, now obesity does not mean physically you will see a man as wide as this. No. With time, when you check your body mass index, you will find out that you belong to the obese group. And over time, it will lead to what is called insulin resistance. When too much of sugar is in the body, number one thing it does is affect the hormone balance. Now, there's a hormone called testosterone. That is the main sex hormone of a man. That is the powerhouse of sperm production. And when there is an imbalance in the level of this testosterone hormone, there will be a fluctuation. There will be a little challenge with the sperm quality of a man, first of all, even before his physical energy goes down. Secondly, too much fat affects the cardiovascular system, that is the heart. We all know what the heart does. The function of the heart cannot be overemphasized. It is the powerhouse of your overall existence. I mean, without the heart, you'll not be alive. It pumps blood to circulate all over the system and especially to essential parts of the body, the brain, the penis, because that's an essential part. Without blood, there will be no erection. Before erection happens, there is an engorgement of blood towards the penile area, leading towards erection. So when there is a problem with the heart because of excessive sugar and fat in the body, there will be a sort of limit to the amount of blood that flows to the penis during erection, because the brain is very important. So the heart, by concentrating, pumping blood to the brain, at least let there be oxygen for you to survive, and limits the flow of blood to the penile area. So sometimes you see people they don't maintain, they can actually achieve erection, but they do not maintain that erection throughout. A good sexual performance entails being able to achieve an erection, being able to sustain the erection throughout the sexual performance or sexual activity, not falling on the way. So you were supposed to have maintain an erection for say 15 to 20 minutes, and just 5 minutes into going in, everything goes down. That is being unable to perform sexually. Sugar can be one of the reasons. What sugar does, it affects the heart over time. That will lead to reduction in blood flow to the penile area to maintain and sustain an erection. Number two, sugar actually causes obesity, which in turn reduces your testosterone level, which is your male sex hormone. And when that happens, there's a problem. Number three, sugar actually causes fluctuation in the system. So today, your blood sugar level is high, tomorrow it's low, there is that fluctuation. And before you know it, things like fatigue come into play. So you put your system in a state of uncertainty. So you see a man, trying to perform in bed, he's going at a certain frequency, and all of a sudden, there is this, I can't kill myself. I can't come and kill myself. It just goes way downhill. Excessive sugar can cause other health challenges that will indirectly impact on a man's sexual performance. Number four, what does sugar do to a man's performance? Sugar will make you lose your sexual stamina over time. Too much sugar in your system as a man will reduce your libido. Yes, you see a lot of obese people, they do not have the level of sexual urge like somebody who is very active, hits the gym, works out. Do you get it? Their libido level cannot be compared. There is a difference. One, maintains physical activity to build his stamina. A man who does not even go out, he doesn't work out, he doesn't do any form of exercise, all he does is go to work every day, comes back, eats carbohydrate, drink mineral, drink beer, and all whatnot. His level of libido will not be compared to somebody who engages in physical activities. Now, the level of your stamina in bed as a man and overall sexual performance is dependent on how active you are, because these things help to build your stamina. Okay, how active you are, and when you are active, you're actually helping your muscles to take up, the carbohydrates you're eating to utilize those. The muscles are utilizing the sugar in your body, the carbohydrates in your body. They are being broken down and the muscles are using them. But whereby you're not even active, all are being stored in the body. Before you know it, you become obese. Before you know it, insulin resistance comes into play. Before you know it, diabetes comes into play. And you start taking medications for that. That will directly impact on your libido level. You will reduce. Your sexual urge will reduce. So you're with a man, your husband at home, and he does not even have the urge to touch you or for sex. There is a question mark somewhere. If it is not psychological, maybe he's going through something at that point, then there is a systemic malfunction somewhere. Say no to sugar, high sugar consumption. Say yes to being physically active to build your stamina, because we are tired of hearing, oh, it's because of our sugar level that is making me not. So please reduce your sugar level and perform in bed. Thank you, and see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, TikTok, and follow us on Facebook. I'll see you in our next episode. Bye.